We got 1 week left in February, and I decided to go back over my goals that I made at the beginning of the year. I have to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Welcome back to another episode of Knock Stiff Golf. I'm Kyle, and I'm just a fellow golf addict that happens to live in Anchorage, Alaska. When I'm not out on the course playing the game of golf, you're going to find me right here on YouTube talking about it. So as I mentioned in the intro that I made some goals at the beginning of 2019, and I'll post the link to the video up above. Some of these goals were very attainable, while some were kind of a reach to accomplish in this entire year. So I have the card that I posted on my bathroom mirror at the beginning of the year that has all my goals listed out. So let's go through it one by one and see where I'm at in progress. 2019 goals, I had shoot 69 in a round of golf before 2020. In Florida, I had a couple decent rounds in the 70s, but nothing near a 69, and honestly, I just didn't feel like my game was there, hadn't been practicing, etc. That one is kind of okay to not be there yet because that's a goal that I'm hoping to reach when I can be playing more consistent this summer. I'll let that one kind of slide just a little bit. Number 2, I had reached 1,000 subs on YouTube by 2020. As of now, I'm sitting at about 175 subscribers. Granted, I just started taking this channel seriously in October, and it's probably grown by 150 subscribers. The trend is going in the right direction. It's just about providing more value to my viewers and attracting more people to the channel to subscribe. This one I think is still reachable, and this is the one that I've actually been spending the most time grinding on, and this one makes sense to have the best results so far. Number 3 is to get to 179 pounds by my 33rd birthday, which is August 26th. When I'm not really working out or anything like that, I seem to kind of hover between 192 and 195. That is my normal weight for being a lazy piece of, This is one where I just continue to struggle getting back on the train and make working out a habit. I got in a workout today that felt good because at the end of the day, I have to be the one that does this. None of you guys are responsible for my health. My family's not responsible for my health. No one else is besides yourself. When it comes to fitness, you have to know that the benefits that you'll gain can affect all of the facets of your life. It can affect your golf game for sure in terms of flexibility and strength, in decreasing the risk of injury. It can affect the way you think in terms of how sharp you are, how quick you are, how tired you are and fatigued. It can affect your love life, which you can just Google that if you need to. Every facet of your life can be improved by working out, just about. This is something that I know, and yet I still have issues pulling the trigger on making it a priority. I really want to hold myself to this a bit more these next coming months because it's been about almost 3 months since I made this goal, and I think I've worked out a total of 5 times. And that's just because that I've put so much emphasis on this channel and trying to generate content for it at 2 videos a week, which might not sound like a lot, but it really does take a lot of time when you have a family and a full-time job and you're trying to get better at golf. This is something that I just have to suck it up and do. And so I'm hoping putting this out there, I can kind of find some accountability through my videos that I'm saying that I'm gonna get in better shape, and so I expect to be held to that. Next, we move to number 4. Number 4 was to be a 2.0 handicap by the end of the season. Now, this one obviously I can get some slack on because my golf season hasn't even technically started for the 2019 season, and it probably won't until mid-April, and that's when I'll be able to get back out on the range, outside, start grinding away at getting my game a bit sharper. I'm cutting my slack on the shoot a 69 in a round and the 2.0 handicap. Those two are really not starting until about April. Then it's really going to be the pedal to the metal for those because I have a short window to really make that happen. The last one is one that's not really associated with golf, but it's very important to me because family always has to come first at the end of the day. They're a priority over this channel, over golf, over everything else. Even though it's 5th on the list, this one is one that I'm trying to solve right now and get accomplished. And so that was take my family on 2 trips in 2019. It looks like we've kind of scheduled one hypothetical hypothetically for October this year. We're considering going back to Hawaii again, and then we need to squeeze in another one somewhere that is going to make sense for all of our schedules. At the end of the day, this channel takes second place to the family when it comes to what I need to do with them versus what I need to do with the channel and the goals that I have for that. I hope you guys kind of just enjoyed this recap of my goals, and I hope this encourages you to kind of look back at the goals that you made for 2019. Are you sticking with them? Are you accomplishing them? Or was it something that you just made at the beginning of the year and you really don't plan on kind of fulfilling them? I know how easy it is to just feel good about writing down some goals that you had and then kind of setting them aside, and then when it comes to the summer or maybe even the fall, you look back and say, man, why did I even make those goals? I didn't even do anything to get closer to those. This will probably be kind of a quarterly check-in that I want to do. Where am I at? How far have I gotten on them? And honestly, did some of them change? You know, these goals aren't in cement per se, because granted, something could happen that changes the priorities of a lot of these goals or even changes them altogether. You just have to be flexible, but you also have to be persistent in what you set your goals for, because if nothing does change, then it's all on you for getting these done. You know, it's important for me to stay accountable. I want to get better at the game of golf. I want to create better content. I want to be a better person for my family. All of these goals kind of encapsulate what I'm trying to do as a person. So when you look over your goals, you just need to remember that these are things that you wanted to do at some point in time in your life. And I know it's easy to push them off and say, you know, I'll get to this maybe next year or next month, next week, tomorrow, but nothing is really better than just trying to knock a part of your goal off one day at a time. The shooting a 69 in a round of golf is not going to magically happen because I don't practice or I don't strategize when I'm playing. I'm not going to go out there one day and probably just accidentally shoot one. What I have to do is I have to come up with a practice regimen that makes sense with all of the responsibilities I have, and have an ultra focus when I'm out there to get those little improvements in places that I can get them. And then hopefully all of that practice and hard work will result in lower scores. Is that for sure? Absolutely not. But that's kind of the challenge and the exciting part of golf, is any day you could go out there and shoot your best round ever. And that kind of flows into all of our goals. A lot of it is not just one day accomplishing what you set out to do. It's chipping away at it each day, each week, each month, and eventually you get better. And even if you don't accomplish it, you're better than you were when you started. A lot of that is just rambling about how important goals can be, but I hope you kind of just do a little self-examination like I'm doing, see where you're at, improve where you can, and maybe refocus as we go into the second quarter. As always, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Check out a lot of my recent videos. Some of them have gotten a little bit more interest than others. I'll let you figure that one out. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, help me get to that 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know you have somebody in your life that needs some golf content, so share a video with them, let them know, have them find me on Instagram, whatever it may be. So I look forward to seeing you guys later, and as always, thanks. Bye.